Hi everybody, Jim Sammons here from the Kayak Fishing Show. Today I'm going to share with you a couple of tips that I think can help you if you are new to using electronics like the Raymarine Dragonfly on your kayak. A couple of things that should help you to be a better angler and know your waters a little bit better. Things such as tide stations, current stations, and other objects that are on your Navionics GPS screens on the fish finder. So we're going to zoom in on the screen here, and I'm going to go through the screens, and hopefully it'll help you out a little bit. So if you look here on this chart, this is San Diego Bay. If you're looking closely, there's buoy markers. There's a T here, there's a C here, another T, another T, another C, another T. So you have different tidal stations all through the bay because tide isn't consistent. The tide's going to be different at the mouth of the bay as opposed to the back of the bay as far as what time is high tide, what time is low tide, and the speed of the tide. So on your chart here, I can zoom in, and I'll move my cursor here over the top of one of these T's, which is that tide station, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see that a little bit better, a little bit more definition. So you can see I have the T in there, so just hit OK, and that's going to give me chart objects. So I can hit chart objects or tide station. Chart objects could give me anything I want to on the chart there. Depth area, contour, inshore traffic zone, and tide, but we're talking about tide, so we'll go to that one. So that's going to take me to the coordinates of where the tide station is, and if I hit OK again, it's going to actually take me to a tide chart. So on here it's going to tell me what time is high tide and how high it is. So this is 4:10 is high tide, 4:10 a.m. is 5 feet, and low tide is at 10 a.m. at 0.6 feet. And I can scroll through that to find what I want at any particular time. So just by moving the cursor on here, I can get the exact time and what the tide height is there. So at 5:47, it's 5.1 feet. So we'll back out of here and give me a little bit more room on the chart. Let's see. So if we go up to a current station, and here's one right in the middle of the entrance of the bay. And I'll zoom in a little bit. Move my cursor over the top of that current station. Hit OK. So again, I can go to chart objects or current station, and we'll just go to current station. And that's going to give me the speed of the tide at any particular hour. Now I can scroll down here, move to ebb and flood, hit that, and it's giving me the exact time of max flood, slack, max ebb, and how many feet that tide is, at what mile per hour that tide is moving. So this is a great tool, like I said, if you're in a big bay where you have different tides at different locations. So again, I mean, I can go to the tide station at the mouth of the bay, I can go to the tide station at the back of the bay, just depending on wherever you are to get that information. And again, back out of there. And just for instance, just so you know, I mean, you can scroll over any of these objects you see on your screen, hit OK, and so you have chart objects. And so this is depth areas, inshore traffic zones, buoys, and it'll give you all the information about those. So this is stuff you may not know about, but in combination of your Raymarine Dragonfly and your Navionics charts, you have just a world of information that can help you be a better fisherman and, you know, potentially keep you out of trouble. So again, that's just some of the things you can learn on your fish finder that'll make you a better fisherman to get you in the right spot at the right time. check them out. Well, I hope that helped you out a little bit. Like I said, knowing where those tide stations are and the differences in the tides in different areas of the bay, for me, is very, very helpful. So once that was pointed out to me, I was pretty stoked. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Kayak Fishing Tales. Please always remember to wear your PFD on the water, and I hope to see you out there one day. Take care.